I'm very excited. I've been waiting for that game since it came out on PC, but I was like, oh, I
Yeah.
don't want my PC to
Divinity?
yeah.
Yeah. I played the first one. I haven't played two. I know two is supposed to be a lot better.
Hello, and welcome to Pixel Pints. We are the only global gaming podcast that covers two great things, which is good beer and video games. I am your host, Mitch. McWomble is gone, officially on his 4th episode, according to Evan's board.
He's been kidnapped by the Yakuza.
He's not holding up to his bet, I guess. I don't know. We'll have to see. Anyway, I am joined by a Steam panel. Sorry we missed out on last week. It was a holiday. I had plans, and they didn't want to do a low-tech McWombler Berghoff show, so we had no episode. But we are back in action, with actually a very rounded up crew. I'm very excited for this one. We're going old-timers now with the old squad. So we got Matt Kyle. Oh, wrong podcast. Matt Berghoff, all the way in Las Vegas. How you doing?
Hey, pretty good. I haven't had much time to play video games lately, which sucks. But yeah, I'm finishing up that course. This is the last week, so I'll be submitting my final project, and then yeah, we'll be done with that. So
Nice. Congrats.
hopefully, I'll be able to jump back into Shin Megami Tensei or Persona 3 or something after this week.
Nice. And we got Evan from across the pond.
Hey, I'm doing all right. Quick question before we move on to the final panel. Do they still do cash on demand delivery in the States?
I don't know if they do.
No, I don't even know what you're talking about.
COD,
Yeah,
yeah. You used to be able to send stuff COD, so you would send it and it would get delivered. But if the person receiving it didn't pay it, they wouldn't get the package.
Oh, I've never heard of such a thing. Yeah, that's probably,
Yeah.
I don't think it's a thing.
So my parents are coming in 2 weeks for the wedding, and I ordered a Coleman air mattress, and I didn't want to give my credit card out, and there's a COD option. So I'm like, okay. So the guy showed up today with the package. He's like, all right, that'll be 100. It was like $150. And I gave him, it was like $145 something. I gave him the money. He's like, do you have like $1.20 essentially? You have like 120 yen? I was like, no. He's like, okay, you keep the change. I was like, I keep the change? I've never heard of a service telling the customer they can keep the change. So like,
Keep the
he didn't
change,
have
you
the
filthy
change.
animal.
You filthy animal. So yeah, he like gave me 120 yen because he didn't have change for it,
Wow. Yeah.
which was interesting. Yeah.
Take it. And final member. Rounding up. Did this person get change? We do not know. Let's ask him. Hi, Dan.
Hi everyone. Yeah, good. It's been a while. I think a few weeks. Or I think the betting episode actually, which I'm glad I didn't do because I've literally since buying Hogwarts Legacy 2.5 weeks ago. I didn't get it luckily pre-ordered because I had hardly any time to play games. I put 11 hours into the game. I've enjoyed all of those 11 hours, but yeah, not much time really. Maybe like an hour here and there to jump in, which is a bit of pain because then you're like, it's not like, I don't know. I think if you like kind of jump in and out of those kind of games, it can sometimes be a bit like, oh, you've just got going and then.
Yeah, I have that happen to me all the time. Like I forget what the hell I'm even doing. Like, all right, do I start a new game? I don't know.
Yeah.
So
I'm also kind of conflicted on
I'm
that game.
just kind of like making my way through that. I'm just about to start my quest where I get my flying mount. So I don't. That's very far in. So I'm excited about that. But so far, really enjoying it. I've got my broomstick. I can fly around. That's fun. But yeah, so that's good. And then apart from that, yeah, work's just busy. It's that time of year, getting into his exam season. So I'm pretty much busy every single night after week doing different stuff. So looking forward to the summer where hopefully I'll have a bit more time again.
Yeah,
Mhm.
totally. For me personally, I'm really conflicted on that game. So I think my decision is I'm going to buy a used copy. That way my money doesn't go to Rowling personally, just because I'm a little wheezy about it. And I like Harry Potter a lot, but not a super fan. So I probably wouldn't even be buying it day one anyway. But I'm getting mixed reviews. Some of them are saying like, oh, it's like the best game of the year. And then some of them are like, yeah, it's just like your average open world RPG. Is just literally Harry Potter. So if you like Harry Potter, it's going to feel like the best game ever made. So I'm kind of conflicted. So it's like I'll buy a used copy and wait a little bit when it gets on a discount, but I will eventually probably play it when it comes around.
Yeah, fair enough. No, yeah, it's good. The actual, I thought the spell casting is better than I was expecting it to be.
Mm,
Do you know what I mean? Like
yeah.
it's actually like the actual like battle like systems are actually better than I expected them to be. Bear in mind you've got a wand, and you know yes, actually they actually hold up better than I expect for a controller based system. I think on
Okay.
a keyboard, obviously, I think like it kind of reminded like the casting of like back in WoW days and stuff. Like, but with the controller, yeah, they've done quite a good job.
Yeah, totally.
Interesting. Okay.
Well, if you guys don't know who we are a global game podcast. We stream every single weekend here on twitch.tv/pixelpints. If you want to know when we go live, just follow us on Twitter at pixel_pints. And if you want to see cool pictures of things, you follow us on Instagram at pixelpintspod. We archive all our episodes here on twitch.tv/pixelpints, but also on YouTube and every podcasting servicer around the globe. We talk about beer, we talk about video games, but we always start out the thing with talking about what we're drinking. It's time for some beer talk, fellas.
I'm actually excited about this. So I've got 3 beers this week. I've got Brewdog Hazy Jane.
Oh, nice. It's a good
I've
drink.
got Brewdog Elvis Juice.
Okay, I would start with the Elvis juice. Depending on
Hold
what the
on.
third one is.
Punk IPA.
Yeah, start with the Elvis juice.
Start with the
Because
Elvis Juice.
that's got the most flavor, like weird flavor. So I think you should drink that. The other two are quite IPA, whereas the Elvis juice is a bit interesting.
Well, it's a grapefruit infused IPA. It was interesting
Yeah,
that all 3 of
right.
them were IPAs. Here's the crazy
Yeah.
thing about it, though. I don't know if you can read this, but it says brewed in Ohio.
Yeah, it would be because all of the way that most beers companies operate, unlike Guinness used to operate this, and then the product was being devalued. Is they basically just have breweries in different parts of the world, so they will just brew them in that part of the world under the same recipe, and then can it the same, and then ship it. So
Interesting.
that Elvis juice will probably taste slightly different to my Elvis juice.
Oh, wait,
Yeah,
wait,
which is
don't drink it, Berghoff.
what do you mean? Don't drink it.
It's from Ohio. It's contaminated.
Well, yeah. I mean, there's there's the possibility that it could have chemicals in it.
I mean, the ones that ran the test was hired by the railroad company. Of course, they're gonna say the water's safe.
I mean, you didn't hear about the scientists that got killed in a plane crash that were going?
Oh
to
yeah,
check
on the
that
way there.
out?
Yeah, I just that whole situation. I have so much sympathy for that crew because it is
Like,
if you dig deep into it, it's pretty bad. Of like the reason.
I haven't gotten into the details. It just is.
Oh, we'll chat after. It's really extreme. Some stuff that you read.
It's pretty horrific.
Yeah.
Just yeah.
Heart goes out to people out there. Hopefully, they will get that situation figured out. I would
in the heartland. Yeah.
And trust scientists instead of trusting third-party contractors hired for the railroad companies.
I actually really like this. I'm not a huge grapefruit guy. Like I'll get a grapefruit every once in a while and sprinkle a little sugar on it and just eat the grapefruit like that. But yeah, this is really interesting.
Yeah, it is. I think interesting. I think you need maybe a palate cleanser between the other two.
I do have water. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
I recommend that. It is probably the most flavorful.
Yeah, actually, I really like this. 6.5%. It doesn't taste like 6.5. It would be really easy to get pretty drunk on these.
I think that's one of the hallmarks of BrewDog is, well, not only do they brew lower ABV beers, but a lot of the beers that are higher do not
taste
taste
like
like it. Yeah.
doesn't have any of that
Yeah.
burn. That a
It's
higher
they do a good job of, yeah, it doesn't have the burn, it doesn't have like, it doesn't feel like it heavy,
Oh.
which is good and bad because you
Yeah.
get down a few of those without thinking that it's that high.
Yeah, it's dangerously drinkable.
I would agree
for
that
sure.
with that one until you get to like the 9 and 10% ones. They do like the double punk IPA and like there's a few others, and you're like, ooh.
Yeah, so when we get to them,
That should
the
be
punk
4.5.
is 7.5.
Oh wow! So there we go. This is why it's brewed in America, because in the UK the punk IPA is only about 4.5.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah,
different-
so this one's
I think-
7.5.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure in Japan it's that low as
Actually,
well.
on that note, let me go grab my punk IPA. I'll let Evan
The
talk about
the
it.
Hazy Jane is 7.2%. I don't know.
Wait a minute. I thought the Hazy Jane was a lower alcohol content beer, like under 5%.
No,
That's
well maybe it
weird.
is. Maybe it is in the rest of the world, but not here in America.
Weird.
But yeah, so crazy. But yeah, no. So they had it for sale at Lee's, which is the local liquor chain here, and I got well, they had the case builder deal, so I got 4 6-packs for $30. Yeah,
Well, that's lucky. That's a single BrewDog beer in Japan will run you about $3.
Jesus. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I don't have it very often.
So anyway, I'm back with my brewdog. In the UK, single brewdog, about £2.50, so about the same, $3.
Okay.
Hmm.
So I've got this one because you said
Ohio
Ohio.
to go. Oh, interesting.
So this one, so then maybe this is why it's high percentage. This one's 9.2%.
Jesus.
That's 9.2. I haven't had that one yet. And then the regular punk IPA is only, and I don't know if you can see it on the can. Oh yeah, 5.4.
5.4. Oh,
There
interesting.
you go. Maybe
Yeah.
that's
So
why
weird.
Ohio Brewery maybe has
Yeah.
high alcohol content, and that's why they've released in the UK the Ohio to go.
Interesting. Maybe, yeah.
The closer you get to Wisconsin, the higher the alcohol content gets per beer. And so
Yeah.
Ohio's pretty close.
And once
So,
you hit Wisconsin, good luck.
the punk IPA, yeah, the punk
It's
IPA is like
it's
wine.
9%. Yeah.
It's over.
That's-
It's over.
I want to show you this thing.
What is it? Charred what?
So it's like basically I got this as a joke present from last year when my sixth formers left. I haven't opened it because it looks like terribleness.
Right.
It's like 7%, and I don't. It looks like urine, so I've just
Yeah,
kind
it
of left
does.
it in its bottle, and it's called Chardellini. I think it's supposed to be fizzy. It's like a fake fizzy wine, and it looks
Oh my God.
horrendous.
For a second,
you
I
kinda
thought
left
you were
it
going
in
to
its
say it was
bottle.
called Charizard. I was like, oh my God.
No. Carolini, light and sparkling, it says on the bottle. 6.8%. My students got me something else and they laughed and said, "We found this for £1, sir, or £2." We thought it would be hilarious to buy it because it's quite heavy.
Oh my
So I had to
God.
carry it home, right?
I just thought of a drink. I just thought of drinks from named after Pokemon. The Charlard, the Pikachu.
So change the subject completely. Did you see about the new Pokemon series? They've had to bring Pikachu back, but now he's got a sailing hat on. So it's not the same Pikachu, it's a different Pikachu, and he's a Pikachu captain.
Wait, Pikachu
my
is
God.
coming to the new TV series, the one after
Yeah.
Ash is gone.
No, so Ash and Pikachu are gone, and now the new series has got Pikachu,
No.
different Pikachu, with a sailing captain's hat. And I was like, really? You're not going to move away from Pikachu? I was just like, what? And that was only one source, so I haven't double checked this. But if this is true, I was like, what are they doing?
I highly doubt it because I don't think they've actually. They're still working on the farewell season for Ash right now. I don't even think they have even shown much off of the new stuff.
Yeah. I was like, but it looked quite legit though, but with his little like sailor hat, and I was like, really? I don't know if that's gonna be good.
All right, Evan, what do you got?
25 seasons.
Yeah, he's been 12 he's been 12 years old for that long.
25 years.
Yeah.
So I went to Costco and picked up the Kirkland Signature.
Oh, nice.
Difficult to see. Citra Hop Session IPA Craft Brewed Ale.
Oh my
And I'm
God.
guessing you can't really see it because of the light, but it's the can itself is as generic as the name. And
Yeah.
I'm guessing they just have a deal with an actual brewery
I don't-
and brew it under the Kirkland Signature. They do that with some of their coffee is brewed by Starbucks, but it's Kirkland Signature.
I don't know. That it would be interesting. Yeah, because I know like Trader Joe's, they have their like beer that you can buy there, and it's not like rebottled stuff. And it tastes off. It doesn't taste like regular beer.
I'm worried that because I know it's Kirkland Signature that I think it tastes worse than it actually does.
There's
know,
a
I'm
guy
trying-
that does a TikTok video. Does it Ken and Kirkland or not? Where,
Oh,
where
really?
he,
Okay,
where he tests the Kirkland shit against.
I
Like,
like Kirkland
yeah.
maple syrup.
I'm
There's
guessing
something quite
that's,
nice about it. I quite like it.
I'm guessing that's pretty good. So
The
it says it's brewed in San Jose, California, but it says brewed and bottled by Hopfen und Malz Brewing Company. I've never
Okay.
heard of them.
I've never heard of them either. In San
Was
Jose.
it what is that, like a shell company? So it's got, interestingly enough, on the can, it has the original gravity. How many cans have original
Oh.
gravity printed on there?
I
And
don't think I've ever seen that.
For anyone who doesn't know, original gravity is basically the fermented and unfermented substances, usually sugars, that are in the beer wort before fermentation. And it's a calculation to see what sugars will be converted into alcohol. So when you measure original gravity versus after the process,
That's how you get your ABV.
that's how you get your ABV, right? So this is 11%. That doesn't mean anything to me because I don't know much about original gravity. Interestingly enough, this says alcohol by volume 4.9%, but on the Japanese section of the label under ABV, it just says 4%. So they rounded down from 0.9. That's kind of weird.
They obviously
Interesting.
tested it. They obviously tested
Yeah.
it and thought, no, there's 4% in this. There you go.
Yeah,
Cheers.
they're lying. Yeah, 4.9, close enough to 4. So 41 IBUs. I had 2 yesterday, but I was pretty drunk when I had them. It's good. Citrusy, very sweet on the nose. Maybe a bit too sweet for the type of IPA that I like. A bit too sweet for me. I like that kind of dank, almost like foresty citrus flavor and aroma with that really crispy bitter bite on the tail end. This does not have that. I will say the longer you drink it, the dryness, the dry kind of bitter bite does hit. It builds on your tongue a little bit. It's fine. I think I paid too much for it. It's a bit expensive in Japan. But yeah, I think it might be I wonder if I did the Can It Kirk or not tasting test, if I would think it's better than what I think it is now. But
I guess you would have to find something that's a 4 point whatever IPA that's similar. I don't know.
You know what? Because I bought a whole case of them. Maybe Her Majesty and I will take the test, see if we can do our own Can It Kirk in the future.
Right.
But yeah, this is okay. And then I've got my Ichiban Shibors as well,
Nice.
because it's a school night, which doesn't
Nice.
make any sense.
On the Pikachu front, Mitch, the articles came out yesterday, and all the major publications are running it, saying Pokemon reveals Captain Pikachu, the new star of post Ash Ketchum TV show.
No.
So yeah, Pikachu's coming back. They can let go of that Pikachu.
All right, Rafa, you got to make a new graphic for beer and Pokemon talk. we do,
Make sure
have a little
Pikachu is
yeah.
wearing a beer hat.
Yeah, beer
he's
hat.
He's
That
got
was
like the
fantastic.
straws
Oh, beer
coming
goggles.
into. Yeah,
Like
yeah.
Which is a good segue into what we're doing. Gentlemen, you have no idea what we're doing because I have not told you. And this is fun for me.
I'm a bit scared. Yeah.
Dude, every
Like, the worst
episode
ever we're doing.
that Mick Womble is not on, Mitch is gaining like master powers.
He's getting more diabolical
He's
by
getting
the
stronger, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I
To be
mean,
fair, I never announced it, but I was so upset that Mitch won our like NFL Super Bowl sweepstakes on a fucking technicality because I did go to McWomble and said, "Well, in theory, you're still quite a way off the final score." But McWomble was like, "Yeah, but that team won the Super Bowl." I was like, "Yeah, fair." All right.
I'm sorry. You can't pick. You can't
You
pick
win
the
another thing.
Eagles. You can't pick the Eagles. Oh my god.
Well, I had to.
Oh my god.
But my brother was happy.
Oh,
with
I
the Kansas
bet.
City one.
Oh, I bet he was. So yes, I had picked. I had asked you, and I even did this myself, to select 5 random games. Now, some of them I had to decline because it did not fit the requirements I needed. But what we're going to do is we're going to play a spin-off of the Burkoff and Mitch game we played a while back. If you remember this one, Burkoff. We played a game of trying to guess the Metacritic score with Price is Right rules without going over. And we had to pick them for each other. So I would have a game and he would have to guess, and then he would have a game and I would have to guess. But we're going to do something a little bit different. Now, I only brought this up because Evan brought up Hi-Fi Rush, which actually made me think of this idea. Thank you, by the way. Is because Hi-Fi Rush has got like a huge score. And to me, not deserving of that huge score that it has. I think it's a good game, not a great game. And I think some places giving it 5 out of 5 is really pissing me off because it doesn't make any sense. But made me think about, sometimes there's the Metacritic score and then there's the user score where the people get to say what they want to say. So we're going to play Guess the User Score of this game.
Nice.
So I will give you the Metacritic score. And how it's going to go is actually we're going to do this. We're doing Price is Right rules. If you go over, you're automatically out. Closest to the number wins that round for that game. That gives you 1 point.
And are we all guessing for each game?
Correct.
Nice.
Oh, cool.
All right.
That'll be fun.
I like this.
No, me too. No, I don't know.
Actually,
I
I'm
don't
sorry.
think
I'm
it's
sorry.
random.
I forgot the rule, Burkoff. We talked about this. It's everyone can get points. I'm sorry. There's no winner to the round. Everyone can get points.
Okay.
The points are determined how close you are to the game without going over.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you are right on, you get 5 points. Right away. Bullseye.
Yeah.
You are within. Oh, I think this is where we changed it, Burkoff. I think we're saying if you are within 5 of that score, you get
Then you get
four points.
Yeah.
If you're within 10, you get 3 points.
Oh.
Oh no,
yeah,
no,
dropping it down to.
Okay, let's go 2. Yeah. If you're within
It's
10,
2
you get
points.
2 points, and if you're within 15, you get 1 point.
Yeah.
Anything
Okay.
farther out, you get 0. I should write this down so I
Okay.
remember.
Yeah.
And are we doing the review score out of 100? Because some they give you a decimal, don't they? Or are we doing it to 10?
I'm just taking out the
no.
decimal point and just
Yeah,
treating it like
that's
100.
fine. That
100,
makes more
yeah.
sense. Otherwise, it doesn't work.
So
Yeah.
5 right on, 4 within. Actually, I'm going to change this slightly. If you're within 3, I'm going to give you 4 points.
That works.
By the way, for the rest of the episode, if it looks like I'm looking over here and typing, I'm not. Your eyes are playing tricks on you.
Evan's already in this sequence, put up all of the games he said, and then Metacritic, and it's
Try
all
to
on,
play it
his,
off like I didn't
one
look that
side on
up
the
at all.
PC.
Dan is going to be forever suspicious because of my my picks for the first round of the playoffs. He doesn't trust me anymore.
Doesn't matter now, Mitch bloody won. So.
Yeah.
You
I
got
was going to that. I was like, yeah, I've managed to catch back up. And then I was like, we all tied on points, and Mitch
Okay.
won on the tiebreaker.
so if it's 3 or less, then it would have to be within. What's the perk up? I lost the math now. So if I gave you 4 points,
15.
no,
15 was 1.
yeah, but I'm
do 3, 10, and 15. Yeah, because it'll
10,
be
15.
4 points, 2 points, and 1 point.
Points, 1
So
point.
it'll
Okay, so within 10. Oh yeah, this doesn't matter.
Yeah, I like the within 3 to get 4 points.
And
Yeah.
then 1 point within 15. So there will be no 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so final. Here it is. It is 5 points for right on, 4 points if you're within 3, but not right on. 3 up. Yeah, actually, 3 you can't go over, so it has to be within 3. Within 10 is 3 points. Within 15 is 1 point. Anything outside of that, 0. All right. Let me erase that. Cool. So, first
there was
game.
a few.
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say there was a few games where like the Metacritic score did not make any sense. So the user score is going to be even crazier.
Yep, I will give you the Metacritic score for that title.
Yeah.
Actually, we'll kind of go around the room if people want to make a random guess for fun, but then the real guess. And what I will do is we will go snake draft style. That way, it's a random order, and it's not consistent of the same person. Unfortunately, Burkoff always has to go second, so that's just the fight you fight. All right, first title. I'm going in random order based off your picks, so don't expect yours picks in a row to happen.
Right.
Days Gone.
Ooh.
So that was one you picked.
This is one I picked. Now, do you want to guess the Metacritic score really quick before we go?
89.
85.
76.
You are all too high. It is 71.
What?
Wow.
I didn't think it scored that low.
From
I remember people not liking it.
from the reviewers. Of course, it scored that low. Yes, it did.
Interesting.
Interesting.
So, what is the
What's the
user
user
score? Evan, you are first. Without going over.
Without going over.
Price is right. Can't do one. You can't do one. I guess you could do $1 if you expected to get a 10.
65.
Okay. Burkoff.
I'm gonna go 80.
Dan.
And I'm going to go in the middle, 75.
The score was an 84.
Are you serious?
It was an 84. This is one of the reasons I chose this game. So back when I was doing my YouTube stuff and following the NPDs, the user score was out heavily weighing the Metacritic score. And people in the community were really rallying behind the game and saying, what the hell, reviewers, why are you giving the score so low? We're going to bump it up. So, Evan gets 0 points.
Game deserves a 65 at least. Do I get points for that? Objective accuracy. No? Okay.
Burkoff, you were not within 3. Unfortunately, you were just.
I'll take 2 points.
No, you get 3 points.
Oh, 3 points is okay.
Yeah, within 10 was 3 points, but now that you're saying
All right.
2, I like that better. Let's go 2.
Oh my god.
Thanks for changing the rules last minute. And Dan, you were within 15, so you do get a
I was within
point.
10. I was within 10. I got 75, and you said it was 40.
84? Yep, you're good. You're good. 2 points.
Yeah.
Yes. By one. By one.
Good call.
1 point.
Thank you.
1
Thank you
point,
for
yeah.
correcting.
But I'll take it.
Thank you for correcting my math. All right, second game. Hi-Fi Rush.
Oh shit.
Anyone want to guess the Metacritic?
The Metacritic's got 88 or 89.
82.
87.
Oh,
Okay, so it did score high. This is before stuff about Justin Roiland came out. I thought this might be another battle of users versus journalists.
No, Hi-Fi Rush, not High on Life.
Oh, did you say Hi-Fi Rush?
Yeah, High on
Yeah.
Life was
Yeah.
not on Metacritic. That's why I couldn't.
Oh,
I
that's
could
right.
not find
Sorry.
it.
That's
Hi-Fi
so weird that
Rush.
it's not. Yeah.
Oh,
Um,
it was above 90 at one point. But anyways.
999 Prodigy. Hello, welcome to the cast. Feel free to make your guess as well in the comments if you'd like to. It was gonna go Dan.
oh God. Did it get bombed by the users? I'm gonna get 79. Maybe that's too low. I don't know. 79.
Burkoff.
Too high.
I'm gonna go 80.
Evan.
85.
It was a flat 90, fellas.
Wow.
Oh.
I didn't know that it was okay.
Okay, so I get 1
The user score is high on that then. I
Yeah,
don't know.
it was much higher than I expected as well. I am shocked with you all.
Another 65. 2 games that deserve 65s in a row. That's amazing.
Hilarious. All right, so that means Evan, you were within 10. You get 2 points. Burkoff, you were within 10 as well. That's 2 points. And then Dan,
1 point.
you're just outside the 10-point range.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Who 90? I never in a million years would have thought we got a 90. I was anything. I thought I might have been over.
Yeah.
Here we go. Counter-Strike Global Offensive.
Ooh.
I think the Metacritic was actually pretty low on this. I don't think it did very well when it released.
65. Metacritic.
I'm gonna go 70.
Yeah, I'll do like 72.
It's an 83, fellas.
Was it? Interesting.
That's what I thought.
The original Counter-Strike was a lower score. Counter-Strike Global Offensive was an
It's
83.
a better score. Okay. All right.
All right, Evan, start us off. What do you think is the user score for Counter-Strike Global Offensive?
Can user scores just constantly be updated
Yeah.
at any time?
At
Yeah.
any time.
Okay, so you would think that it would be higher because so many people play that game. And the people that are probably giving their user reviews are people that care about it. I'll do another 85.
Burkoff.
I'll do 89.
Dan.
All right, I think it might be high.
I'm worried about this because I remember thinking there was, maybe I'm completely wrong, but I thought there was outrage when this came out because of the all original Counter-Strike players that review bombed it.
Yeah,
I
a
could be
couple of the
completely wrong.
original maps. Yeah, a couple
I
of the
could be-
original
I
maps.
could be
were-
completely wrong, but as Evan said, it's been a while, so they might bump the score back up. So I'm going to go 85.
You all have gone over, fellas.
What?
Yeah, damn it! I thought it was review bombed.
It
Fuck, I
is
should have backed
a
myself.
72.
Wow.
Yeah, damn it!
That's
Should have
interesting.
backed my belief of it being review bombed back in the day because everyone was pissed off with the new one compared to the old one. Fuck.
And it's time for a shout out to Mr. Rafa himself. We're going Grand Theft Auto
Hey,
5.
Rafa!
Oh my god.
What is the Metacritic score? Now, for this one
98.
specifically, I chose the original console generation it came out for, not.
Yeah, PS3, Xbox
Correct.
So the
360.
PlayStation 3 one. Yeah.
I believe so.
It's still got high. It
Yeah,
was like
I'd say
it was
90.
like a 95.
Yeah, that 93.
It's a 98, guys.
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
I wanted to say 98, but I felt like that was a little high.
Guess
If
the user
if you're
score.
scoring the golfing in that game, I would give it a 98. The game
The
itself.
golfing
not
is
so sure.
amazing in that game.
It's
really
amazing.
fun.
I used to play
Also,
it. That's
if
the
you-
only thing I would do with my friends.
Online,
Just get drunk
on
and
the online
golfing.
multiplayer as well. It's so much fun. You like grab golf carts and try and run each other over. It's good fun.
All right, Dan, you're first. What is the Metacritic score?
91.
The
I mean,
user
not
score.
the user score. My apologies.
User score.
Burkoff.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go 90.
Evan?
I guess it doesn't make sense for me to even go over their scores because I would still probably only get 3 points. I'll play it safe. I'll say 90 as well.
You all are too high.
Uh,
Now, my
Yeah,
feeling
music
is the reason why this is maybe people got mad because they haven't released one lately, and they're like, you keep releasing this re-release of a game that came out 10 years ago. But
maybe, yeah.
but the score is, do you want to take a guess now that I tell you it's lower?
Like 80, 81.
85.
79?
Dan, you're close. It's a 78.
What?
Oh, so what
Wow, I didn't think the user score was that low.
Yeah. User scores
guess-
can really like get you. People get angry and then it just tanks.
Unpredictable,
the
man.
score.
Just,
Yeah.
just hundreds of thousands of 1 stars.
Yeah.
All right, it's time for Hogwarts Legacy.
Oh, okay.
The user score on Hogwarts. Okay.
Well,
We're
guess
going user score or we're going Metacritic first?
go Metacritic, yeah.
87.
Is it 80, 85?
That's like a 79, isn't it?
Dan, you are closest. It's an 84.
Yeah,
Interesting.
it was 88 like a few weeks ago, and I knew there was going to be some low scores coming in, and there has been, so I thought that would have tanked it a bit.
So what is the user score, Evan?
The interesting thing about this is how many people that wanted to trash it actually
Versus-
logged on versus the people that don't like the people trying to trash it and therefore gave it 10 out of 10s. How many zero can you give 0 or is it low as 1
1.
on
I think
how many
one-
1 out of 10s and 10 out of 10s are you? I think that's all there is. Maybe this game is a 50. That's not
That's
what
what
I'm
I'm
saying.
going. I'm going in the middle. I was thinking around that mark.
Okay, so it's the light the light and the dark. It's the Jedi and the Sith forever, yin and yang, pushing back and forth. Where do they eventually meet? Maybe like it's probably in the 80s, but I'm going to go like I'll do flat 80. I was going to shoot 76, but I'll do 80.
Berghoff?
I'm going to do 65.
Oh, you're
Damn.
going that way with
I'm
it.
going low, yeah, because I feel like
58.
Sorry, what?
58, I reckon. 58.
58?
Yeah.
You know, the haters must not be hating because it's an 89.
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
I was not expecting that. I thought I haven't actually looked.
For the ones
But
that
I
have bought
assumed
this
it's gonna
game,
be
have
fun.
thoroughly enjoyed it. I can even attest to the colleagues I've talked to that have bought this game are loving it. So I am
it
not
looks
shocked
cool.
by the score.
Yeah.
It's good fun.
So-
the 11 hours to get into it, it's really good fun.
Evan was the only
I
one.
thought, I thought culture politics was going to play a bigger
Yeah, me
role.
I,
too.
maybe.
I thought so too, for
too.
sure.
Yeah, I
I
thought
thought
so
it
as well,
I
but
think it has with the reviewers more than the users, it sounds like.
correct.
Yeah.
Time for some Wargroove.
Wargroove.
Yeah.
Wargroove. Oh, Wargroove. Yeah, Wargroove.
What is the
I
Metacritic
reckon it was
score?
an 86 on Metacritic.
Okay.
It's an 81.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay.
What is the user score?
Is it me or is it Matt?
This time we're going it'd be Dan first.
Dan.
Yep, Dan first.
Okay. I think user score was a 80.
Sorry, you cut out. It was 80 something?
82.
82. Okay. Berghoff?
I'm going to go 80.
Evan?
I don't even know what this game is. I never heard of the name, so I'll go 75. Play it safe.
You know, Evan, you know what you should be doing? If you don't know the game, you should just play the simple Price is Right Bob rules, like $1 Bob, because it's a 54.
Wow.
Oh wow, people really hated this game. I really liked
Oh.
it.
I'm surprised.
But
Yeah,
okay,
me
now that
too.
we know, I'm looking this up.
You won't like it, Evan.
Y'all
I
need to
loved it.
play the game, not
I
guessing
I
your
love it.
heart's
Yeah,
desires.
No, I've played it. I thought it was decent. Like,
No,
I
no,
didn't
no.
think It was bad.
I'm talking about
No, he's
playing
saying
this game.
play Price is Right.
Oh,
We're
right.
playing
Oh,
Price is
yeah.
Right here,
Well, I
guys.
did last time.
You guys are
I did
getting.
last time, and I got burned. I
Oh,
went on what I thought the culture like.
see, that's the
I wasn't
problem.
going low
You're not
again.
playing the game. You're playing the culture. See there, you.
Yeah, it's true.
All right.
Oh my
Dude.
gosh, this looks awful.
Doing the punk IPA next.
Yeah, you won't like this game, Evan. So don't worry.
I
about
think, yeah, I think
it. I liked it.
other than the large ass maps, like if they had condensed some of those maps down, I think it would have done a lot better.
Here we go.
What?
Vampire Survivors.
The Metacritic on this is ridiculously high. It's like 95.
Vampire what? Sorry.
Vampire
Vampire
Survivors.
Oh, okay.
I'll say 90. I'll give it a 93.
91 on Metacritic.
Dan's right on. It's 91.
Nice.
91.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Mitch, you said that we're supposed to play the game. If I guessed a 1, I wouldn't get any points anyways. Because
No, but I'm trying to tell you, bet lower. It's like
okay, I see.
Yeah, but
if you're
we're
not
only
sure,
within
if you're not sure,
15.
you might
We're
as
only
well
about
like go.
15.
You might as well go farther away from them
Oh, well.
to like try to have a chance at like getting a freebie
At least get
somewhere
1 point.
Right.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
instead of
Get
going
1
with the
point.
crowd if you're
Mhm.
not sure. All right.
Yeah,
So
that's
what
it.
is the Metacritic score for Vampire Survivor? I mean the user score, Evan.
Dude, all I've heard is people liking this game, and I think, although it was like $3 at one point, I wonder if some people played it and then didn't like it. But
By the way, this is the mobile version. I should be very clear on that one.
mobile version.
What? Well, okay.
Damn. That's maybe it's
That's
not
straight over
85.
completely.
I'll do. Yeah, I have no idea. Mobile 85. I think it's probably it might be higher, but
I'm going 90.
Dan.
I'm playing Evan's Evan's game. I'm playing Mitch's game, and I think it's a mistake, but I'm going for 70.
You play to win the game, Dan, and you won. Because it is within 10. It is an 80.
damn it.
Yeah.
There you go.
You play to win the game.
I think 80 is about accurate for this game.
Well, Evan, I'm about to
Yeah.
give you a fun one. Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD Remaster.
Oh.
Guess the Metacritic score.
HD.
0 out of 10.
Wasn't that a low one for Zelda? The Skyward Sword one, I'm sure it was.
Originally,
compared to the others.
IGN gave it a 10 out of 10 when that game came out, but this is
Really?
it's one of the most ridiculous
user-
scores I've ever.
This is the. Well, are we guessing?
Even the
are we guessing-
remaster, this is the Metacritic score for the remaster.
Was the remaster like a 93? Was it that high?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, it was pretty high.
81.
What?
Oh, wow. That was low.
So
Well,
okay,
that
so
should've
people
been
came to their senses and knew that there's no way that they could give that game that high of a score.
Well, Dan,
Again,
what is
yeah.
the user score on this game?
65.
Berghoff?
You told me to ignore culture.
Uh,
So I'm trusting.
75. I should actually go with this. I should actually go with a 79, because that's what Damiani gave. Whatever.
Evan.
I'll go because everyone these users. Oh, Skyward Sword is back. So,
I love it when you do
Give
that
it-
voice, dude.
I love when you do that. Voice. Reminds me of like
originally, that
90s
was
American like kids cartoons.
well. Originally, that was my friend Kevin and I are Luke Skywalker voice when Darth Vader tells him that he's his father. No, it can't be. Oh. Her Majesty hates when I do that voice. By the way, I'll do 70.
70?
Yeah, it's probably higher.
Evan. You are one with the people. Pretty close. It's a 72.
Oh,
Oh, wow,
You get
too
4
high.
points.
Wow, I didn't think it'd be that. I thought it'd be low, but not that low.
So Berghoff gets 0.
No, I did 79, didn't I?
It's a 72.
You're over.
Yeah. Well, it's
You're
within
over.
within 10.
Price is right. You went over.
over.
Oh, all right.
You're over.
Damn it.
And Dan, you are within 10.
What did I say? I can't remember. Did I say 50?
You said 65, so you're within 10.
Right.
So you
Oh,
get
perfect. I
2.
thought- Perfect. Good.
I don't like this game anymore.
Kevin, that
we
voice
did not.
reminds me of-
To be frank, Berghoff, we didn't play Price is Right rules last time. But even so, you
Right.
guys are so off when you're over that it's not even like Yeah, it's
It was.
I mean, that
you remind
that
me of
last
Dave,
guy saw would have got
I
points.
don't know if you ever saw that cartoon.
it's making it more interesting too, because this is a very close match. Because a lot of you are getting zeros across the board, or someone's getting just one or here or there.
Yeah.
All right, let's go with Sorry, just trying to think of which one. Talus Principle.
Oh.
The user score on this is going to be high. The actual Metacritic was like a 77 or some shit.
I'm going for 74 Metacritic.
Metacritic is way higher than that. It's an 88.
Really?
Mm.
Interesting.
Wow.
So,
Game is amazing.
so Evan, guess the user score.
Oh, the Talos Principle. I like the thinking man's game. Oh.
Sorry, that's the last time I do that. By the way,
Oh, no,
you can't. It's too much.
Fantastic.
The user score. I'm guessing the people that played it are into these games. This is not the type of game that users are gonna like. You know what it is going. You're not blind buying this game and
No.
like, oh, it's a puzzle game. Like, I don't like this. It's too hard. 80. I'll say 85. Oh shit, it might be lower. Can I
Perk
change
up.
my score?
Sure.
No, fuck it.
Sure, you said
Eight.
you requested, so go ahead.
82.
I'm going to go 88.
I'm going to go 75.
You're going 88, 75. I feel like I'm playing Millionaire right now because, Evan, that change got you exact.
What?
It is an 82.
Wow.
All right.
Nice.
And I went over. Damn it.
Simpatico.
Burkoff
Yeah,
did
that
go over.
was it.
You would have been fine if you said your other one. You changed it. You said 80 first. You would have been fine, Burkoff.
I think Burkos loves the game so much. Even well,
It
Yeah.
hurts him
even if
to
you
try to do that.
Yeah, even losing points, he can't give that game lower than an 88. Even with a guess.
That puts Dan within
I don't
10.
fault you for that. The game is that good.
It's amazing. Yeah.
That's so good. Yeah,
Dude,
And I
the
started
road to
playing this
Gehenna
game
is
quite a
too hard, though.
dude, I gave up. I stopped playing it. We always said that we'll try to play it together at some point. Put our
Yeah.
heads together.
Yeah.
There was one that melted my brain, and I couldn't do it.
It is time
It's so hard.
for Horizon Zero Dawn. What is the Metacritic score?
88.
89.
You're right on, Burkoff. It is an 89.
I knew it was
Dan,
I knew it was under
what's
90.
the user score?
Okay, user score. 80?
Okay.
77.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to go. I don't want to go over. So I'll do. Dan said 80. I'll do 81. Not that that's gonna change the score per se.
That's like a $1 screw you over, Bob. And the
That's-
screw you over
Yeah.
did you justice because it puts you within 3. It's an 84.
Oh, yeah.
So, Evan, you get 4 points. Burkoff, that puts you within 10.
10, I get
So, you,
2, yeah.
yep, you get 2. And Dan,
Me too.
unfortunately, you only get 2. You were just outside the within 3 range.
3. Yeah, with a 3. Yeah.
Evan's starting to run away with this one. He's got 2 high.
I
I
should
have
really,
like. I gotta leave in like 10 minutes, unfortunately. So
No
maybe my
worries.
score will just be bust.
We'll zoom through them really quick. I will not let you guess Metacritics anymore. Prince of Persia 2008. This is the redo.
Isn't that the remake?
This is the
Okay.
new one, the newer, the
That's
cell
a
shaded
terrible
one.
game.
Metacritic score is an 85. Evan, what is the
I
user
thought it was
score?
a terrible game.
I thought people liked it.
Yeah.
I don't want to go over though, so I'll say 75.
Burkoff.
I'll do 80.
Dan.
73.
Dan had right logic. It was a 74.
Oh, yes!
And then the other
Damn it,
2
that's
went
the other
over.
Over by 1.
Halo Infinite. Metacritic score an 87. What is the user score, Evan?
People didn't like this game. I don't think people like this game. But maybe they do.
I'm gonna. Yeah, 65.
I'm
Burkoff.
going to go 64.
Dan.
56.
Y'all didn't go over. but it's higher than that. It's a 79.
Wow.
Oh, is it? Okay. I
So
thought people were.
you all
pissy
are
about-
within 15. Just within 15, all of you.
Yeah, all of us.
We're all
Yeah.
winners.
Perkoff, you
It's-
just
it's-
made it within 15 there, my friend.
Yeah.
It is time for Xenoblade
Counts.
Chronicles 3. Metacritic score of an 89. What is the user score, Dan?
80.
I'm gonna go 93.
Evan.
User score, more like loser score, because this game sucks. 89. A bunch of I wasted the voice on
Yeah.
the
you did.
Talos Principle. I should have done it for this game. A bunch of anime nerds. I saw a thumbnail for this game. It was like the greatest love story ever told. I'm like, oh my god, your standards are so low. It's so sad. I'll do. No, it's got to be high though. What did you guys give it? You guys went 80s.
I went 93.
Dan
dude.
went 80. Burkoff went 93.
All right, I'll go 75.
It is an 85. That puts Evan
Nice.
within 10. Burkoff over.
Over. Yeah.
And then
I
Dan
thought the weebs had
within
come
10.
in first, dude, on that one.
Yeah, I mean strategy wise, that's
4 games left. We got XCOM 2, fellas, and Metacritic score of an 88. What is the user score, Evan?
80. It's probably higher, but I'll go 80.
Burkoff.
82.
Dan.
81.
Everyone went over, except for Evan, because he
What?
got the exact number.
Oh,
It was an 80.
I think Evan might actually win this.
5 minutes.
I think Evan has won this on that one.
Kingdoms of Amalur: Re-Reckoning. Metacritic score of an 81. Dan, what is the user score?
What score do we think, Thomas? Do we think 78? Yeah. 78.
I'll go 75.
75.
And we gotta wait for Evan.
Hold on. Sorry, guys. 1 second.
No worries.
He's singing Let It Go from Frozen, if you wondered what he was...
Sorry, Her Majesty just came home. Had a bit of housekeeping.
Oh, no worries.
Internal housekeeping.
Yeah.
Internal housekeeping.
Kingdoms
It's
of
kind
Amalur: Re-Reckoning. A Metacritic score of 81.
What did you guys say?
Dan did 78. Burkoff did 75.
70.
You all are too high. It's a 67.
What? Wow. I knew that it would be lower than what the game actually is because I don't know how much the new content actually added to it.
Yeah.
Oh, they added content? I didn't know that. I
Yeah,
thought they just
yeah.
remade it.
Cuphead. Metacritic score of an 86. What is the user score, Evan?
83.
The user score for Cuphead has to be a 90 or more. I'm going 90.
Dan?
What do I do? Do I go one higher than Evan and take the risk that it's that score and get full points? Or do I go one under and hope that I'm on as well? Oh, I don't know. Did Evan go 83?
Evan
Yeah.
went 83.
Right, you're going to be in it to win it. 84.
Dan did win it to minute, and he got the exact score. It is an 84.
Yes,
Nice
I
job,
needed
man.
that.
Burkoff, I gotta tell you right now. If you think
Dude,
everyone is in consensus of a majority of a people to say a game is amazing, it's very rare.
You know what? Everybody fucking loves that game. So,
Not everybody. That game is fucking hard, man.
there's people beating it on DDR pads. They're beating it with Guitar Hero
Yeah, those are
controllers.
the very few minute people out of all the people that scored the game. Gears Tactics scored an 80 on Metacritic. Evan, what is the user score?
I'm gonna. How many games do we have left?
3.
3. 70. Play it safe.
Yeah,
Break off.
71.
71. Dan?
72.
Y'all didn't go over. It was a 75. So that puts
hang
Dan
on,
within
wait.
3.
Yes.
Burkoff within 10.
Catching.
And Evan within 10. All right.
Yeah.
Last 3 games, fellas. Elder Scrolls Morrowind. 77 on Metacritic. What is the user score? Dan.
Morrowind, did you say?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Elder Scrolls
75.
Online.
Oh, Elder Scrolls Online Morrowind.
It's the only one that was on Metacritic.
Well, I didn't know that at the time.
Wait, who is this?
Is it my guess?
It's Dan's guess.
He's still
Is he
muted.
Googling it?
5.
No, he's
75.
muted.
75? Okay.
Um, 70.
Evan.
68.
Evan, you were off by 1. You're too high. It was a 70. It was 67.
Wow. We all went over.
Damn it.
Final
I
2
was guessing
games.
Evan.
Here we go. Norco got an 89 on Metacritic. Dan, what did it get on as a user score?
No idea about this game, and you know, Evan's been choosing over it. 75.
Oh, you have no idea. Dude, I don't have any pants on, by the way.
Burkoff.
That's why I'm standing.
68.
Evan,
69. I'm just kidding. Wait, what was the Metacritic score?
89.
89. Wait, what did you say, Dan?
75.
75. 75.
Yeah, I'm guessing it might be higher. I'll go 75.
Should have went with 69 because it was 71. So Burkoff's the only one that was close enough.
Damn it! I should have said.
And he
60.
has within 3, so he gets 4 points.
Nice job.
Nice.
Good job.
That's
Burko.
ridiculous.
Final.
Well,
These
all right.
losers.
The way
they
that
can't
you've
fucking play point and click games.
the way that you've described him, it sounds like something I would love, so people probably hate it.
Sure.
Final.
Yeah, it's like gothic dystopian Americana. It's great.
Here we go. Final one. And this is a well worth for Evan's waiting time. Yakuza 0. Got a 75 Metacritic score. What is the user score? Burkoff, you can go first.
All right. The user score on Yakuza 0 has got to be 79.
Okay. Dan.
I'm gonna thingy the inner Womble and say 55.
All right, I'll go. It's an interesting one. I'll do. This is probably too low, but I want to play it safe. 67.
I can say Dan. You're not even close.
Yeah, I thought I was too low.
It is too
I thought I
low.
was when I said it, I was like, damn it, I'm too low.
Evan. Sorry, I'm trying to do math in my head right. You are not within 15. You are too low. Burkoff. You are within 10. It is a 86. It is 1 point higher than its Metacritic score.
Well, there you go,
Wow.
Burko. The people have spoken. Not Burko, McWomble. The people have spoken. You need to like that game.
Most people do like that game, yeah.
Yep. Proof is in the pudding, as my grandpappy used to say. He's like, hey, he used to, when we sit on the porch, right? He's drinking moonshine. He looked at me and said, hey, Evan, Yakuza 0 is an 86 user score. I was like, that's right, Pappy. And then at the same time, we look at each other. The proof is in the pudding. Yeah, that's right. I put the game in his coffin. Brought it.
So, this leaves totals. Let me do the math really quick. Talk amongst yourselves. Or if, Evan, you need to go, that's totally fine.
Yeah, I can figure. I'll find out later. Yeah, I gotta cook dinner, and it's gonna take like 2 hours to make. So,
Wow, what are you making?
Amazing.
making a chicken curry, but like
Scratch.
putting the spices in and cooking the onions down to a paste itself
Yeah.
takes
Okay.
like 30 minutes, and then it just from there it takes longer. All right, well, I'll figure it out. I'll find out later. You guys have a
All
good
right.
day. Exciting stuff. Either I win, or Dan wins, or Burkoff wins.
Does it make
Oh,
Evan
well,
not
actually, before
leave?
you go, just
Three?
because we always do it, please tell me your order of who you think is first, second, and third. And you will get an additional 5 points if you are correct.
Additional 5 points. Well, I did get I had a nice run, but I did get a 0 one time, but we got a few of those. I'll go me, Dan, Burkoff, maybe. I wasn't paying attention too closely.
Okay.
All right. You guys have a good one.
All right. Have fun cooking.
Yep.
Good work, Tom.
Burkoff.
Who do I think won?
First, second, and third.
I think Evan, Dan, and then me.
Dan?
I also think the same. Evan, me, Matt.
Do we all get 5 points? Does that
See,
put me
that
over?
it does nothing if you do it this way. You got to do it differently. What the hell, you guys? Okay. Hold
Or
on.
is that really? I think because he got too many close and too many on it. Like, I only got one wrong. He got like 3. I don't know. I think. He didn't get enough zeros when I was scoring.
Right.
All right. Third place with 15. Burkoff.
Like we predicted.
Second place with 27. Only 4 points shy of first place. Or tied with first place. That would be you, Dan.
Yeah.
Evan won with 31 points. Add his 5, it's total of 36.
Yeah, he did really well.
He
Yeah.
mopped the floor. His big win ended up being getting two games on the money. Really helped him out.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
When he did that, I knew he'd won.
Dan,
That's why I
you
was-
got
and then he
1
was
on the
gonna get
money.
zeros.
Burkoff, you didn't even get close. You only had 1
No.
4-point the whole game.
Yeah. It was fun, though. I enjoyed it.
That was really good fun. I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the future, I think, yeah, you guys picked out games, but I might find more like scandalous games next time of like,
Yeah.
find some ones
Well,
that
if
are
I
like very
know-
controversial.
Yeah, if I'd
the one that
known
was
what we were
most
doing.
controversial wasn't controversial at all on the score sheet.
Oh no, but I'm looking for controversial games where like the user score would be totally off comparative.
1 sec, Thomas. 1 sec. I'm just gonna mute the sound so you don't hear you screaming.
Mute the child. Just- oh my gosh. But yeah, no, it is interesting to see Metacritic scores and then seeing a user score and like how much of a difference. Is there one score you want me to look up right now that where you guys were just like, what the F? How logic?
You know, honestly,
what's
like,
the
alright, so,
one? What's the crazy one?
I'm trying to think of like what game was bombed or what game was super praised by the user base and the critics didn't like, and I feel like those pop up more often than not, but at the same time, like, is it just Twitter buzz for a day and it really wasn't that big of a deal?
Well,
I
here
feel like
I'm pulling up personally right now. Days Gone. Let's look at the user score. It's an 84 when it got a 71. See a lot of 10s, a lot of 9s, a lot of 8s.
You can search by or you can filter by user score too, can't you?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now.
Okay.
So like positive 8,813, mixed 773, negative 901. So clearly there was like a big, swing.
Yeah.
Whereas if you looked at the Metacritic, it was 63 positive, 42 mixed, 4 negative, which is a way different percentage with the user scores.
Right.
The mixed ones, 42, it's almost 50-50 of in regards to like, a lot of them were 70s and 60s. and some 50s. Variety, GameSpot, Edge Magazine all gave it 50s, which makes no sense to me.
No, yeah.
Destructoid gave it a 60.
The reason that I didn't like the game or that I wasn't gonna play it was just like I was so tired of zombie shit.
Yeah, it was an okay game. Like not enough to make me wanna need to
So
like. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if anybody else was suffering that zombie fatigue at that time when that game came out because it had been announced like what 4 or 5 years ahead of time.
Yeah, I think it was zombie fatigue.
2 to 3 years. Yeah, I think it was.
It was, but when it was announced, the zombie fever was still like people were still into those games.
I would say it was hitting the tail end, and then by the time a couple years later,
By the
when
time
it
it
actually
came out,
released,
like,
yes, the whole like, post-apocalypse zombie game was not really that thing, and like but then someone would argue like, well, Last of Us 2 did so well, right? But then it's like it's not always about the zombies for them; it's about the characters, which I think Days Gone did the same thing too. It was always about the people characters, less about the zombies. But the marketing made it look like it was all about the zombies.
Well, the tech demo that they released was all about how many zombies were on screen.
True, yeah, it showed off the hordes. Yeah,
So,
no, totally.
Yeah.
Like the marketing for it was a lot about the zombies, where I think if you actually played the game, it's not as much about the zombies. It's more about humans.
Right.
So
yeah.
Is there any other game that like threw your mind off of like the Metacritic score? I'm trying to find.
Yeah, War Groove. Wasn't that terrible?
Oh, okay. Let me look that one up.
I'm
Let's
surprised.
see. War Groove.
Oh, was that the user score and not the? I don't remember actually. They're all like.
I can't remember what I picked for it. What did I say? It was an 82?
84. What was the Switch version? Which
81.
I feel like. Did you play it on Switch, Dan?
Yep.
Yeah.
I chose the Xbox One version because I thought that's what you played it on.
Oh, sorry, no, it was the Switch version.
Yeah.
The tricky here's the tricky part. Wargroove had under 100 reviews.
That'd be what.
17 positive, 4 mixed, 16 negative. That's what killed it.
So that brings it right down.
On the Switch version, it's got 182.
Okay.
So it's got more user reviews on the Switch version.
What's the user score for that one?
72.
Okay, that's not bad. Yeah, here's one that's going 3, 0, and 0 were the low scores for it. High scores included 10s across 3 10s, 1 9, and 1 8.
I 50 would make sense. So the no, I wouldn't play it on Xbox. I played it on Switch because it was just kind of more.
I feel like that's when
kind of
yeah.
like
That's
kind
where
of
it
had
came
like the
out
old
first.
Game Boy Advance type feel to it. So
Totally.
I can see why people wouldn't like it on Xbox. Put it like that.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I can find a different one. Maybe the Kingdoms of Amalur.
That was pretty surprising.
I should look that one up really quick while I'm doing this. Excuse me. Re-Reckoning. What was the Metacritic I picked for that one?
That's the other interesting thing. Yeah, what platform?
Yeah, I picked PC because I tried to pick what like mainly was made for. So like
Yeah, I mean,
Amalur originally came out for what was it, PC? Wasn't it a big PC game?
No, it was Xbox PS3. It was
Oh,
360. Yeah, PS3.
my bad. But the user score for that one, that's got a lot of user scores though. It's over 1,000 reviews. 1,209 for Amalur
On the PC version or the
on the PC
Xbox?
version. Which the mix is 610 positive, 342 mixed, 257 negative. So between the negative and the mixed, it actually ended up being about 50-50 split, which would make sense why it was a 67.
Yeah, yeah. Well, even the let's see. Are you doing Re-Reckoning or are you doing regular Reckoning?
Oh shit, this is Reckoning. I need to find Re-Reckoning because that's the wrong one.
So yeah, Re-Reckoning on PC is 6.6 user score, and it only had 44 reviews. So it's still hit within that same range.
Interesting.
Yeah, with a lot less reviews, which is really interesting. So it must have been a similar breakdown.
I guess so.
Yeah, he thinks that my white ball
Snowball.
microphone is snowball is an Alexa. So he keeps on going, "Hey EIO," because the Alexa plays on the
That's
EIO.
all right. Okay.
Well, as he EIOs us out, this is a good thing to say. We are Pixel Pints. Catching us live on twitch.tv/pixelpoints every single weekend. We archive all our episodes. Hopefully you enjoyed our fun little episode. The news has kind of been slow, so we really haven't talked. And sometimes we don't talk about news. Like, honestly, we had some news stories we could talk about, but it just wasn't as interesting. I guess before we go, final thoughts of like, did you all watch Suicide Squad? Any thoughts on Suicide Squad?
Just looks a bit.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I've kind of been blah on this game since the very beginning. I want video game adaptations of comic books to look like comic books, and it's disappointing that they don't do that. That nobody does that, right? Like the Midnight Suns is maybe the closest.
What do you mean by look
now?
like? Do you want the art style to be comic booky?
Yeah, I want it to be cel shaded. I want it to look like a comic book page.
I mean, I think there's games that you can really do that really well, and I'm all for it, but I don't think every game should be like that, but I think there should some take a risk and try to do that.
Yeah, the original Spider-Man games for the PlayStation were like that. I thought they were really good.
I did like those, yeah. But they
Yeah, so-
technically didn't look like the comic book, though.
No, but they had a more cartoony comic book feel to the art, like as much as you could do on the PS1 at that time.
I would disagree. I can show you later. A game that looks more comic booky, and it's not even a comic book, than that Spider-Man game. Even though I love that Spider-Man game, I think it had the feel in regards to like the voice acting and all that of the comic books, but art style, it looked realistic more than fake. And I can show you one where actually one does look like a comic book that's a PS1 game, and you would go, Mitch, I take that back.
I'm curious. Yeah, I'm interested now because whatever it is, I'm gonna maybe play it depending on the genre.
It's a beat 'em up, not side scrolling, but it's like a 3D environment. But
Beat 'em up 3D environment. It's not the Fantastic Four one, is it?
no, again, it's not a comic book game.
Oh, all right, okay.
That feel cool.
Uh,
Suicide Squad. I'm just like, I'm just like not feeling it. Like, am I changing heroes like while I'm playing? Like, I couldn't really get what I don't know. Like, and then does the AI take over that character when I'm not in their body? Will they do what I want them to do? I just thought it was really overcomplicated.
It seems a lot like Guardians, which Guardians isn't bad. That's kind of a fun game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But-
I will show you.
Guardians.
If I had the new graphics, I'd show you on the screen right now. But I will show you after the show. But I did find it. It's technically it's called Herc's Adventure.
Okay.
Orcs Adventure. I think I do remember that actually.
So it's one of my. I really I had a demo for this on a jam pack, and I absolutely loved it. I wish I actually got to like go and play it, but I unfortunately haven't had the opportunity to. But anyway, I'm on your boat. It's just something off about it, and I can't. Also, here's one thing. I think none of the characters seem original. Like they are original characters from the comic books, but their power sets are all the same. Like
right.
all of them are using guns.
Well, that's the joke, right? Like everybody keeps posting, like, I love Boomerang's weapon, a gun.
Exactly.
Like,
I like its new color. Like it's just it's not enough. I think it's really not what I was looking for.
right.
So
Yeah, I don't really. I'm not interested in it. I don't want to play that type of game.
Yeah, I will be walking away from this title as well. Unfortunately, this is probably the first Arkham style game I will not be playing, which I'm a little shocked by because I really like the Arkham games. So, all right. That is going to be our show. As Dan shuts the door, he is knowing that we are out of here. So,
It just
All
dipped
right.
out.
up and
Just go chase my child before he falls down the stairs.
we are out of here.
Yes, you should probably do that. All right, on that note, we're out.
I like how we hear this. It's right when he shuts the freaking door.
Definitely not playing. Script name or episode at a time. All off the cuff.